Hello, my creator-owned comics fellow comic makers. What am I doing here? Well, what am I um, about to show you is a video by Ronnie Gunter, and this is the beginning of a new playlist, sort of the creator-owned comics how-to videos, and don't have a name for it. So if you want to drop a comment below the video and give me a suggestion, by all means. Also, your thoughts on Ronnie's video, and I'll throw links by Ronnie into the video description. Um, yeah, this the group and the YouTube channel is all about us supporting each other, and I wanted to have a playlist where it's specifically videos by other creators. And Ronnie is the first of hopefully what will be many, many more. So go check out his YouTube channel. Go check him out everywhere he is on Instagram, Facebook, and etc. Like I said, links will be below. Um, and yeah, just wanted to do a short intro for that. I have a lot more ideas with the group and the YouTube channel. As always, if you have any suggestions, drop it into the Facebook group by all means, and go work on your comics. All right.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ronnie Gunter, the author and illustrator of the Sagas of Starsville, Issue 1, Journey to a New Home. I'm so glad you're joining me today on my first video of many on how to make a book app with Ronnie Gunter. Now, first let me say that a book app is a book that has interactive animation and sound effects, and there are many ways that you can make this book, but the way that I made it was through this company called Tailspring. They are a publishing company, and one of the reasons why I chose Tailspring is that they actually have their own animation software, which is really cool, and the reason why I picked them out of the other ones that I was looking up. So let's start with this animation that I plan to do today. The ones I want to use today is called Fade In and Fade Out. So what we're going to do is have this female cat named Molly. She's going to be using her imagination to turn into this character over here called the Golden Knight. And in order for her to do that, she has to glow into this golden figure and growing into the Golden Knight. So let's start with that. So we'll have Molly fade out, and then we'll go to this one, line it up, have this one fade in and fade out. Because what's going to happen is that each character that Molly's changing into is slowly going to fade in and fade out until the final stage. So we'll take the next one, line it up, fade in, fade out, then this one, fade in and fade out, then this one right here, fade in and fade out, and the last one, since that's her final stage, we're just going to have it fade in. So all that's lined up. So let's go to the animation timeline. And first off, what we want to do is that we want to click on Molly, so that way as soon as we click on her, the animation will run. Because if we go on page load, what's going to happen is that the animation is going to run as soon as the page loads. And we don't want that, because then the reader is going to miss all the cool animation that's going on. So let's go to click. And right here we have duration, which is exactly how fast or how slow we want it to go. So let's put in 500, because that'll be a quick animation. and they are milliseconds, so you'll just have to really time exactly how fast it is. So, you know, with animation, it's kind of hard not to go about doing it, but you know, it's basic math. You gotta just start adding stuff up, take out like a timer, and just time everything perfectly to see exactly how fast or how slow you want each animation to go along with each other. So we'll do 500 with this one. And with this, we want her first stage to be with previous, because with the previous, what it is that it runs together with the first animation, which I have on click. Because if you don't have it on with previous and you have it on instead after previous, what happens is that as soon as the animation is done, then the next animation will start animating, and we don't want that, because then it'll look all choppy and it doesn't look like it belongs together. So we'll make sure it's all together, and the next one we'll go to is fade out for the first one. So we want it with previous, and here comes with the math that I was talking about. With the delay start, what's going to happen is that we want to make sure that the animation doesn't run together, because if you have one animation running together at the same time, then it's going to look one big blur and you're not going to see the whole process together. So let's put in 700 milliseconds, because that's 2 seconds longer than what the animation was. And we'll go with 500 here. So that's fade out for the first one. Then the next phase is going to be with previous, 700 with 500 milliseconds duration. Then the next one we're going to add up to be 1200, because we want to have the next animation to be higher. So we're going to add these two here, 700 milliseconds for the delay start and 500 milliseconds for the duration. So let's go here, add 1200, have 500 there, 1200, 500 there. Next we're going to do 1700, with 500, again, with 500. Let's just make sure we got all of our math right. Okay, then the next one would be 22. And it might seem like it's a lot, but after you get the hang of it for a while, then you'll exactly see how easy it is to use this animation process. And lastly, 2200 with 500. All right, so let's go to preview page. And let's click on Molly and see how well that animation is. See, that was beautiful transition between each character, making it look like Molly's transforming into the Golden Knight. I hope everybody had a great day. I'll see you next week with the next video. And if you are interested into knowing more about me, you could go to my website, www.ronniegunter.com, or find me on Instagram with Ronnie Gunter Art, or Facebook page on Ronnie Gunter Art. Bye, everybody.